Welcome to the world where we teach you real English in an easy and fun way. Do you find it difficult to understand native English speakers? Don't worry, you're in good company. Many of our students have told us that they're good at grammar but have difficulty understanding everyday English of native speakers. That's exactly why we're here in these videos. Our goal is to bridge the gap between textbook English and the language we use every day. Somehow, the latter often gets overlooked in traditional language education. But fear not, we're here to help you understand how real English is spoken. Today we're going to look at 5 expressions that native English speakers use all the time, but they don't often get taught in schools. So let's dive right in. But before we do that, we encourage you to actively participate throughout this video. Try out the phrases we discuss in your own sentences and feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below as we progress. So the first word you probably know well and maybe also use it in your own language, but it is used in different ways by native English speakers. The word is pop. We all know that it is a short, sharp, explosive sound. For example, you could say, I heard a pop in the distance. Pop can also be used as a verb, like when a bubble bursts. You can say, it popped. The balloon popped loudly. In the context of music, pop refers to a specific genre of popular music. Some famous pop artists and groups include Michael Jackson, Madonna, the Beatles, Beyoncé, Taylor Swift. But actually, a native speaker uses pop in another way. For example, pop plus in means to move quickly or suddenly, or when you drop by a place very quickly. For example, she popped into the store for a moment. If you're waiting for a specific book you ordered from the bookshop, you could say, I popped into the bookshop yesterday to check if my book had arrived. We also use pop to indicate visiting someone informally. For example, you could say, I pop round to see my aunt every week. This means you go to your aunt's house regularly, but it is not an extended visit. You just drop by to see if she's okay or if she needs something. You can use pop plus to when you need to go somewhere quickly. For example, I need to pop to the office quickly means you have to go to the office briefly, usually to get something you forgot. Another use is pop plus out. For example, you could say, I'm just popping out for a second, which means you're going out quickly, maybe to run an errand. For example, go to the shop, drop off something at a friend's house, something very quick. It's also worth noting that guys in England, but not only in England, will often say to their wives or to their girlfriends, I'm popping out to the pub, making it sound like it's going to be something really quick. But actually everyone knows they will not be back very soon. The next word might not be in your textbooks, but it is widely used in real English, and it is fancy. So instead of always saying want or would like, we say fancy. For example, when a friend visits, you could ask, do you want a cup of tea? Or would you like a cup of tea? These are textbook phrases. In reality, what we would often say is, do you fancy a cuppa? So, do you fancy takes the place of do you want or would you like? And a cuppa is a cup of tea. So, do you fancy a cuppa? It is quite informal and you would use it with friends and family. You can also use fancy in other situations. For example, if you're having a party at home, you might ask your friends when they arrive, do you fancy something to drink? Or do you fancy beer or wine? It is a bit more casual and friendly. Fancy can also be used with a verb after it. For instance, if you and your friends are a bit bored at home and don't know what to do, you could say, what do you fancy doing today? Which means, what would you like to do today? So fancy is a pretty important word and it is used quite often in different situations. If you don't feel up to using this expression yet, keep your ear out and start recognizing it if someone says it to you or if you're watching a movie in original language. Now, this next expression is great for asking someone if they're interested in doing something. For instance, if you're at home and feeling bored, you could ask a friend, "Are you up for playing cards?" It means, "Do you want to play cards?" But it's a little bit more like asking if they're enthusiastic about it. You can also use "are you up for" plus it to make an invitation. For example, if you're heading to the gym and want to ask your friend to join you, you can say, "I'm going to the gym, are you up for it?" It's like saying, "Do you want to come with me? Do you want to join me?" This is a commonly used expression in English, which you will definitely not find in a textbook. But if you use it, you can really show off your English speaking skills. What have you been up to? This is the go-to question when you meet friends or catch up with people. It means, what have you been doing? Do you have any news or interesting stories? It's a common question and you'll hear it often. Responses to this question can be simple, like "not much" or same old" if there's nothing new to report. But if you have been up to something exciting, you can share your adventures. Now, the last one is "to head," which is similar to "pop," but it implies going somewhere for a more extended period. For instance, if it's getting late in the morning and you're off to work, you can say, "I'm heading to work." It means you're going to work, but it's not a quick trip. You can also use "to head" when inviting someone. If you're going to a restaurant and want to invite a friend, you can say, "I'm heading to the restaurant. Are you up for it?" Now, this is a combination of two expressions we looked in this video. So there you have it. 5 essential expressions that will help you understand and speak English more naturally. Try using them in your conversations and see how they make a difference. Please don't forget to subscribe for more real English videos. If you found this information useful, please give us a thumbs up. And as always, if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, leave them in the comments below. Also, please let us know which expression you like the most. Your engagement helps our community grow and learn together. Thanks for watching, and remember, effective communication is a journey, not a destination. Stay engaged, keep learning, and we hope to see you soon in our next video.